Hello, I'm Chylli from Channel Chylli, also known as Try, and we're back with more Depersonalization. Last time we left off, we got our second ending in the Person Day module. Wait for our game to load here, and then we're gonna have another long loading screen in a minute. This time we're gonna try to get a couple more endings since we're near the end of the game. We're about the end of the module, I mean. So we'll hopefully try to get the ending for the path we're currently on. Maybe get the true ending, depending how long it will take. Yeah, these loading screens can genuinely take forever. Upon entering the winery, you notice less than 3 police officers at the entrance of the cargo room. At present, they're examining their equipment. There you are. We found an entrance in the cargo room, but it's crawling with spiders. Much of the crew is over with burnout for evacuation. These are the only ones left here. Are you ready to dive in? As you approach the cargo room, a series of footsteps echoes behind you. As Ben approaches, Lux and the other police officers instinctively reach for their holsters. However, Ben remains unperturbed. Ben, what brings you here? I've got a score to settle with Constantine. And I don't think your crew is up to the task. So you're lending a hand. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less about any of you, but I can't leave Person Day in the hand of a lunatic. Let's get moving. Let's head in, stay sharp. Upon entering the cargo room, you're ambushed by spiders. Lux and Ben command their crews to fight back. Soon after, the spiders are eliminated. Then you head toward the entrance to the underground tunnels. Spiders have occupied the surface of the tunnel as far as eyes can see. Time to squash some spiders. Everyone, remember to weigh your equipment correctly at all times, so lest you get banned. Your own safety is the first concern. The other police turn to the unlit tunnel, gulp, and turns back to Lux. Sure, are you sure we can handle these creatures by ourselves? Here you stand in your uniform and he still asks the question. Remember who we are, brother. If there's anyone here who needs to stand out before others do, it's us. I'll see what I can do. I appreciate it, but you'd better save it for what's to come. I'll cover the rear and make sure nothing squirming gets inside. Don't you dare mess us up, cop. This ain't just you, Dan. Let's chase the lead by charging at the spiders, who is soon followed, after a moment of hesitation, by other police. Thanks to the assistance of Lux and the other police's fine equipment, defeating these monsters will take you much less effort. However, at the end of each wave, Lux's squad has to perform a luck check. Should they fail 2 times in the checks, an infection event will trigger, forcing Lux to stop his action and retreat to the entrance. Having seen a patch of spiders fall and laid immobile before them, the police start to recognize these monsters not as invincible abominations, but as pests that can and will be brought under control. Lev takes a momentary respite before setting off to dispatch the rest of them. More than half the spider swarm has been fouled. Lex, showing no sense of exhaustion, continues his duty. With only a few remaining of the spiders hiding inside the tunnel, victory is at hand. Wearing some weariness on his face, Lux says nothing as he brings another spider down. The last spider was killed inside the tunnel, yet some of the police officers were bitten by the spiders. Lux has now returned with the rest of his squad to the entrance. He wastes no time cleaning the wounds, both his fellows and his, by using bandages and a knife. Don't move or the poison will spread. I now have a new assignment for you. Stay and guard this place. I want the path that remains clear when I come back. Yes, sir. This is all I can do. The rest is all on your own. Trusting these cops doing their job, I guess pigs do fly. Ben turns to his men, who are awaiting his command. Alright, you have new work to do. You stay with them and make sure my ass is covered. Consider it done, boss. Done, then let's get moving. I didn't come here to see Constantine escape. Alright then, let's move on, Ben. The air only grows damper and chiller as you advance. Arachnids in black robes chill out before you. Alright, let's get into combat here then. Oh man, I thought there was a way I could get around them, but I guess not. Damn, it should be these guys dead now. Lex seems to notice something as he stops. Behind that, a giant spider monster stands with his fangs held open and high. Somehow it's been following you without being noticed. I'll get distracted, you go ahead, I'll find a way to rejoin you later. No way this is going to work, we need to look for something else. Are you out of your mind, cop? I didn't find your joke funny. It's not the best solution, but it's the only one we got. Now go. It isn't until Lux stands before the monster that he comes to realize the dichotomy of their sizes. His body trembles as the head of the spider's upper body looks down at it with a lifeless expression. His bottom part breathes out a foul stench and a shrieking. He holds the gun in hand, the shot is fired at the monster. The monster is completely enraged by the attack. Following Lance, it appears in the tunnel opposite of your direction. It's locked. No time to waste here, let's keep going. Gonna make a save here. I know there's an ending for dying to the upcoming boss. You tumble through the tunnel into the cavern. On both sides of you are dark walls interspersed with fluorescent stones whose faint blue lights up your surroundings. Under your feet, a tiny creek gurgles, passing unnoticed between some weird-looking weeds. A somber statue of a goddess erects at the center. Draped by fake spider webs, its visage is concealed in the shadow. Constantine, who's been waiting for you at its foot, looks at you with a pair of glacial eyes. You step ahead. Alright, now we're going to save. A little more time is all I need. A spectral figure hops from above and lands light-footedly before Constantine. Do your hand, father. Keep them here for a little while if you could. I got an even better plan, drop them dead here. After all, what fun is the job if it's never challenging? And by the way, do you find me and raise me up if that happens, okay? Come, entertain me. Okay, so we want to die here. I think we are going to win by doing literally nothing right now. Oh, there we go, we got it. Despite everything you've done, Constantine still manages to finish the ride at the last second. The world freezes in time as the priest say now intelligible syllable stop. The last thing you hear before the world crumbles is something shattering inside you like a broken mirror. In your reforged vision, you see your body unwraps like loosened yarn falling off their spindle. A terrible dread grasps you, but the cloth slowly relaxes as more of your body dissipates. At last, it breaks up into detached silver threads. These strings begin to fly away, pulling from your most primal feelings. Little by little, your emotions wane. No fear, no sadness, and at last, not even doubt remains. As you hulk, you or lift your head to trace the strings, which are flowing toward the giant spider web spanning across Person Day's sky. She sits at the center, watching silently as the conversation takes place. More threads are woven into the web, extending it to the direction of the world unknown. You see Bruna, Sandra, and even Padrich, whom you've never met before. Together, you stand on the thread-woven bridge. You reach the end of the dream. You board the moon naps. You return from Kadaf. You begin to dream dreams of weaving other dreams. Occasionally, you are a part of their dreams where you are them and they are you. You're about to accept your fate as for the eternity when a blue butterfly breaks into your fantasy. You follow it past a gray stone door, then you are out of the dream. It takes a while for you to familiarize your arms and legs as you have never owned them before. You sit up and realize you've returned to Constantine Station. Your eyes deliberately search for familiar figures as you rush for the downtown streets, then you stop to doubt your eyes. There is no Cursed Day in front of you, only a gigantic bottomless pit, standing right at where the building should be, void emptiness. Your world is gone. Welcome to the new world. Amid the wreckage of Cursed Day, the awaited train arrives just in time, ushering you away from the accursed land. Following days of interviews and investigations, you finally discover solace and seclusion. Nevertheless, the haunting presence of Father Constantine lingers in your midst, invoking apparitions of ethereal figures wandering the streets of unspun white threads of bridges awaiting a reweaving. Straddling the boundary between reality and reverie, you recount your visions of truth seekers. Two truth seekers enveloping yourself in an aura of enigmatic silence. Then you alone grapple with your inner turmoil, anticipating the resurgence of the god to redeem you from the boundless void within. And there we go, that's another ending. That's obviously a bad one. And this time we're really easily just going to kill him really quickly. Of course, that is only after our game loads. How many spirits points does he have right now? Oh, there we go, really easy there. Lauren Jin's glare tells you that you have yet to learn the full picture of his feud with Ben. Before you can ask, however, he's gone behind a screen of bursting bubbles and a beef's howl. I don't think there's another ending for this one, so I think we're good to just kill him. You may Constantine's disdainful lies. And the next second, an intangible power binds your legs to the threads, preventing you from moving any further. Chaos, waves of them begin to tatter the spider webs around the goddess statue. Every luminous stone of the stone cliff suddenly bursts into pale light. The spiders gush out like torrents, their carpeting the earth as they respond to the treacherous shadow of the statue with a shrieking hymn. The shadow thickens, something is seeping into your world, something you don't understand or hope to understand. All you can do is watch. Like darkness given form, the shadows waltz out and stop by Constantine. With their prayers to the god answered, the swarm's shrieks grow even louder and more frantic. It strikes you like a bolt out of the blue that what the shadows represent. Across the endless and most far-stretched mountains and fancies, she has arrived. Okay, that is a lot of XP we just lost there. Alright, let's see if this will work. Okay, we just got completely fucked there. We're gonna restart now. See, yeah, that was really not good. We are going to retry that again. Okay, I think I know what I have to do right now. Well, that was not what I wanted to do. God damn it, I keep losing. There is something I'm doing wrong, I just don't know what it is exactly. He just does so much damage that it's really hard to counter. God damn it, I really fumbled that, didn't I? That less damage will probably help quite a bit. Yeah, I genuinely cannot tell what I'm doing wrong here. Yeah, I genuinely just have no idea what I'm supposed to do here. Yeah, no, we fucked up again. That did not work. Oh, thank God, finally, that took forever. The shadow of the spider god collapses to pieces, and our appendaged believers flee like ebbing waves. Evil and immobilized, the priest wipes off the red stain at the corner of his mouth, and a new chanting begins. Then, with uncontainable fury, aims at Constantine's head with his pistol. You can't do this, Ben. Oh, I think I can. Don't tell me you've gone soft on him. Constantine knows Padrich's location. We need him alive to find the man. Ben doesn't respond. Eventually, he lays down his arm. Answer me, Constantine. Where's Padrich? Your question fails to reach the priest as his chanting goes on uninterrupted. Father, it was your own teaching that we should never allow the seed of hatred to sprout inside us. Is that so now, after everything we've done to stop you? The incantation pauses. Painstakingly, the injured priest turns to you. Do not let the disguise deceive you, my child. The doom was inevitable, and I was only funding up the utopia. Mercy of the Lord who has brought you to me, who were his trial. You will realize at the end the duty I fulfilled. Where's Padrich? The Seeker speaks still the key of silver. The fire of our original sins still burns in the first fireplace. Find the answer in the purgatory true. Father Constantine breathes his last by the statue of his faith. Lex drags himself into the cave. Everything becomes self-explanatory the moment he sees the body. You can only interact with the statue here if you have a item that represents Alak, like the doll you get in the prologue or the spider egg that you get in the previous module. I don't remember the name. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to do that in the replay through we do. Are you alright? I guess so. What's your next plan? Get back to town as soon as I can. The right isn't our control now, yes, but the residents are. And they're reliving work. Just thinking of it gives me a headache. People in the town must have felt the quakes just now. The crowds are gonna freak out as nobody explains the situation to them. After all, I'm responsible for all this. Lest you worry, I plan to quit my job once it's settled. Now I gotta leave. Take care. Let's leave the cavern. And there we go, we unlocked Lux as a companion after that. Ben looks like he can barely stand on his 2 feet after the fight. You wish to talk to him, only to see him lurch and knee on the ground. Are you alright? His expression betrays his weariness. I'm okay, glad we solved the problem. I'm afraid that's not the last one we have on the problem list. I can see Padrich's pale face right now, though I guess there's no need to dig the man out of it anymore. What's that supposed to mean? Once we make public his cooperation with Constantine, the guy will have no choice but to call it a quit. Only he won't, and that's when our mysterious guest will show up for his own good. As for the next mayor, I do have... Ben is huffed suddenly, not wanting to talk too much about the gang. He finishes the topic. Your job's done. Here's your reward. He passes you a bank card. You don't look very well. You sure you don't need my lift? It's a long road back to the town. Don't you take me for that old codger at the tavern. I still have work to do. Ain't you the same? Ben leaves the cavern with one hand against the wall. And there we go, we got Ben as well as our partner. As you ascend to the surface, you witness large snowflakes descending from the sky. Meanwhile, a crimson hue gradually blankets the distant sky. Surprised by the touch, the snowflakes reveal an unexpected warmth. At closer examination, you realize they are actually ash. Through the broadcast, Bruno is urging residents to seek shelter at Paradier Hotel. Emergency blizzard alert! Emergency blizzard alert! A severe blizzard is about to hit. All residents head for Paradier Hotel for evacuation. All residents head for Paradier Hotel for evacuation. An ear-piercing siren resounds throughout the town. Hold on, this disaster isn't over yet? Is this all because of Padrich? The unsettling sight in the sky, coupled with Bruno's urgent evacuation broadcast, adds to the growing unease. Alright, and now we're on to the 30th now. I can't remember, I think we were on the 29th before. You head to the town hall only to find it empty. As promised, Dr. Byron has sent a mail. Along with the ordinary documents, it includes a detailed treatment record. It details a tragic event that happened in Constantine's past. Do you have church duties today, Grandpa? Yeah, my research on the ancient book is almost done. I have a feeling that it holds a secret that could shake the world. Constantine's grandfather was a devout Christian in search of truth, hoping to discern humanity's truest beliefs from canonical texts. His progressive ideas often clashed with the traditional church, despite resistance from church members, including his close friend Stood. I wish I could read the rest of that message. Holy Jesus, that dead spider is back to life. Like I mentioned, this book holds secrets that could change everything. If we share this knowledge, humanity might break free from sickness, aging, even death. Hold up, you're thinking about sharing this with everyone? Absolutely, aren't God's gifts meant for all? Suddenly, Anderson sees a candlestick and struck Constantine's grandfather on the head. Shortly after, Constantine entered his grandfather's room, however he was greeted by a distressing scene. His grandfather lying in a pool of blood with a menacing Anderson nearby. You stupid old geezer! Isn't a discovery like this a gift from God? Since you're not up for it, I'll gladly take it. Grandpa! Grandpa! You've seen it all, right? You're not walking away from this room. No, my lord, please have mercy. Please answer my prayer. At that moment, a revered name once mentioned by his grandfather flashed in Constantine's memory. Alec, my lord, please show mercy. Doctor, I've never seen this condition before. He can't feel his emotions, but they still impact him. I think I've heard of a similar illness, but I'm not entirely sure. What kind of disease is it? It's called desperate emotional isolation. Oh yeah, that's pretty interesting. I believe where we're supposed to go is the incineration plant, so we'll look around for it. You head to the police station. At this point, all the officers have left to assist with the evacuation of civilians. We're just going to double check around to make sure we're not missing anything. Since we're getting close to the end of the video, I'll also end it off right before we go to the incineration plant. The vacant cabin yields no useful leads. Two flames ignite before you, and two men's voices emanate from the flames. Remember that tree house? It was our secret hideout when we were kids. How could I ever forget that? That's where we planned all our adventures. Yeah, it's nice that you still remember those good old days. Don't you get a sense of deja vu here? This is... I renovated that rundown treehouse into this cozy cabin, and you're the first guest here. How do you like it? Nice renovation, but you didn't invite me here just for this, did you? No, I want to talk about Helen, Padrich. Go ahead. I'm sorry about what happened to her. She's passed away, but eventually we all face the same fate alone. And that's why I wish there were gods. Oh, really? I think our partnership ends here and now, Padrich. I knew you were going to say that ages ago. Padrich, you're being too radical with the whole cleanup operation in Constantine. Too radical? I'm doing what needs to be done, plain and simple. I get where you're coming from, but those who are hesitating. They're just trying to survive. Why you after them too? Because Constantine needs a fresh start. I get your determination, but I'm so concerned this might cause more problems. That's not for you to worry about. By the way, there's something I need to tell you. I'll seize all your assets in Constantine as a condition for your departure. I thought we were friends, Padrich. I used to think we'd always be friends too, but right now I need a partner who's willing to change Constantine. Not some powerless old man stuck in the past. Alright, let's do this. I'll leave everything behind, Padrich. Looks like this is our final farewell. As the flames subside, the voices gradually fade. So that's obviously Padrich and his old friend from the journal. Holy shit. It's the fucking British bird thing. Upon entering the room, you discern a peculiar creature rummaging through the stuff inside. A chubby bird? And who are you calling chubby? Finally, the bird's talking. Boy, show some respect to the gov, will ya? The name's so lucky and I ain't no chubby bird. Never seen a talking bird before, then it's your own bloody fault. I seen cats on tricycles, how about that? Lucky appears annoyed, visibly irritated by your surprise at him he's speaking. Then his gaze shifts to your pocket and a grin spreads across his face, the practiced smile of a seasoned businessman. Forge it. You know what, mate? You're in for a treat today. I just got my hands on some of the best I could find. I picked my patrons and I'm feeling generous today. Abruptly shifting from his irritation, he blinks his bright eyes and eagerly presents his wares to you. What are you selling? His eyes sparkle as he show your interest in his wares. After some rummaging inside his bag, Olepi whips out a ragged blanket and spreads it before you. Then you see he lays out all his trinkets in front of you. He completes it with a tarnished wooden board at front, the scribble on it barely intelligible, all trading. Judging from the deck footprint up next to the drawing, this whole doodle might be the logo of his company. All trading, more like stall trading. I'm being bloody honest with you, mate. I got only the top notch from all over the globe. You ain't gonna find no other store like mine elsewhere. There we go. Let's open all these blind bags now. There we go. We got a new mythical item from it. Alright, so I guess there was only one thing we could get from that. I guess I kinda wasted that, didn't I? The room is silent and empty without any trace of any new visitors. Alright, that's where we're gonna save, and that's where we're gonna leave it off for this episode. So, if you made it this far, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time when we continue with more depersonalization. So yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye!